Right now it's time for First Impressions with Del Pullen. This is where we look at 2 TV shows. We watch the first episode of them, and then we pass knee-jerk judgments on them. Today's TV shows. I'm really excited about the what's called 3 Body, and we're going to do that one second, though, because that's also from the 3 Body Problem. That's from the makers of Game of Thrones. The first one is The Invaders. This is a classic show. I'm not sure I'm familiar with it. What's The Invaders, Del?
Okay, so The Invaders was a 37-episode run from 1967 through 1968, and it's the exact same trope that you've seen from both the Invasion of the Body Snatcher movies, Puppet Masters, Faculty, The Thing, and Them.
Listen, you're going to be really disappointed. I don't think I've seen any of those movies you just listed.
Here's the thing is, you only need to see one of them to get it. They're all about the fear of xenophobia and fear of the others. They're all the same. Some are a little better than the others. This is a TV show that was 2 seasons long, takes place between the first movie, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and the second Invasion of the Body Snatchers. An architect finds an UFO landing in a field, discovers aliens are already here living among us, and works to try to out them to the general public. Same as all the other movies, too. And I'd like to do this one a little quickly because I would like to get on to the 3rd Body Problem. I can say, nah, you can pass it up because John Carpenter's The Thing and both Invaders of the Body Snatcher movies are way better to deal with the exact same idea and concept.
Okay, so The Invaders, don't watch it. 3 Body Problem. I am a huge fan of Game of Thrones, one of the best TV shows in television history, and this is their big follow-up. I've seen some advertisements for it, and it looks cool. Is it cool?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, it's based on the famous Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy of books. And, James, I know you never learned to read, so I know you're going to be excited for the show.
Well, it's not that I never learned to read. It's that reading is for losers, and so I don't read.
Right. Yeah, I remember you always said that. Let's see. So the 3 Body Problem is based on the first of the 3 books by Lilu Cixin, and it's wildly famous. People either love them or hate them. I love the novels. I love the concept and the world and the science. I hated the characters. The TV show has greatly improved upon the characters and a little bit westernized it because it has a lot of Eastern philosophy and social parts to it. But the basic plot is, during the Chinese Cultural Revolution after World War II, when science was frowned upon and atheism was big, science was frowned upon, and being part of society was the big important part, the Chinese government sent out a signal into space. Decades later, in 2024, strange things are beginning to happen on Earth. Our particle accelerators are giving results that they shouldn't be giving at all. Basically, physics has started to break. Famous physicists are either killing themselves or seeing a countdown in their vision, almost like a VR field in your field of vision, or AR, artificial reality. And they're seeing a countdown. And they find out that all these physicists have been playing a virtual reality game called The 3 Body Problem, which takes place on an alien world. The first episode is fantastic. They took the first 2 segments of the books and put them together, which is a great way of getting Western and Eastern audiences on the same page. They had to restructure the books for Western audiences. But the TV show rearranges that, makes it a lot more cohesive, explains character actions a lot better. The visuals are fantastic. And I'm really hoping that people like it because I would like to see all 3 seasons or all 3 books turned into this show. So this is a big thumbs up for me, especially if you like hard sci-fi. It's a winner.
Fantastic. 3 Body Problem. Now, this is a Netflix show, right?
Correct, yes. It just aired today. I watched it last night at midnight. I've been waiting for a while, again, to see if it was going to be something I loved or hated, because I'm really hard on the books. There's some parts I like, parts I don't. But if you love the books, you're going to love the show. If you hated the books, you might like the show. And if you like Game of Thrones or sci-fi, you're going to like the show.
I think I'm going to like this one. Does it have, is this appropriate for children? Does it have, female nudity or something in it?
There's no nudity. Netflix is pretty good generally about that. There is slight bits of gore, and what I mean is 1 or 2 shots, but in general, it's pretty tame.
Okay.
At least at the beginning.
Well, I just need to know if the kids can watch it with me.
I would say, with the exception of maybe one of the opening scenes, yes.
Well, that kind of sounds like a no. By the way, on my own little episode of First Impressions here, I saw Quiet on Set. I watched it's only a 4-episode series about what was going on behind the scenes and all those Nickelodeon shows, the Amanda Show and all that.
That's on my list. How was that?
It's a horror show. It is It's awful. I watched all 4 episodes. Don't get me wrong, but did you see? Do you remember the one that came out about Jimmy Savile over in the UK? It's not as bad as that, like Jimmy Can Do It or whatever it was.
I remember about that. It's been a while.
That's more horrifying, but this is sort of along the same lines. But it also confirms some of the suspicions that a lot of people listening to us have had the whole time. You know, like what kind of person grows up and is 40-something years old and wants to go work on a Nickelodeon kid show? Oh, yeah, that kind of person. Because, like, by the time I got out of high school, like when I was 18, Nickelodeon was the least cool thing possible. And I didn't know anything about the shows that they were talking about because I was like 20, 22 years old. Nickelodeon was the grossest, dumbest, most embarrassing. I would have never taken a job there in a million years kind of situation. And for adults to be like, oh, I can't wait to go work there. You know, the people are right to be suspicious of them. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I know that something's been going on with Ariana Grande from that show she was on for a while, too, now. I'm not sure if that was Nickelodeon or not. My daughter has been telling me about that.
She's in it.
So there we go.
She's in it.
And how could a network that brought us Double Dare and Salute Your Short sink to such depths?
Right. But the worst one is Drake from the Drake and Josh show. That just look, if you want to ruin your entire weekend, go watch that. Go watch Quiet on Set.
I should watch with my kids?
Heck no! First off, you don't have any kids. But thank you very much, Del Pullen. This has been today's edition of First Impressions.
Thanks, James.